meaning Diego needs to get close enough and start to unload his 100 strikes. Not go 100%. Not Tyson is act like Tyson. No, it's code for uppercut, hook, hook. But again, I don't need to tell you my codes, man. I don't need to tell you my business. And Diego doesn't when he's trying to shock and awe the world, which is obviously working, which, again, nobody's giving credit to that. In the poison campaign of I'm a shitty cornerman, it's coming from the initial. Then Joe Rogan's ass makes a fucking slander video, pulls up something out of context, which now comes back in your face and you look like an idiot because this video that you're trying to make fun of me of, that like I said, is a normal, it's for regular people to learn how to solo bag train, learn how to move, to get out of the way, evade, block, have your hands in the right position. That's what it's for. It's not for pros to think that this is what I'm doing. Come on, out of context. And like I said, there's amazing footage of me. How come Joe Rogan didn't show that? There you go. Hold on. And then obligating a UFC fighter in front of him who's just happy to have a little awesome media time, obligated to make jokes and laugh back. Kind of like these commentators copying Joe Rogan's commentation style, trying to fill gaps with jokes, man. Commentate. Say what's happening. Nobody's asking for your opinion. If you were to go shoot Cormier, you'd be knocked the fuck out. So quit saying, acting like anybody can just shoot in and take a leg. Anybody can do this. It's so easy. What are you guys talking about? Have you ever tried to wrestle a guy that doesn't want to wrestle? And did it look like Pieta was staying within range? I mean, if you're not going to call it right, nobody understands what they're seeing. So all the way from the Chiesa fight, I've been dogged. So that's been poisoned in the mindset of the people for a whole year. Then they see me again. No way to wipe that clean. I haven't said a word for a year. And all of a sudden, now that I'm speaking about it, oh, my God, he's coming at the media. He's calling them out for slandering him. Oh, my God, he's a dick. How come I haven't said anything for a year? I gave you all time and space to do the right story, to tell the truth, to show everything. Nobody wanted to do their due diligence a whole fucking year. That now you're calling, and now I got to bring your awareness to it. Now I got to plug my website like an asshole. Now I got to tell you to go look. I got to send you the information. I got to package it up. Why? Why couldn't you go look yourself and, like I said, become aware? Well, first of all, does it look like that's what my business does? Well, yeah, that's Diego's specific mission. And if you're looking at my whole, the whole of my business is so broad and so big because I deal with the human being. I do not deal with a section of the world of which man has created and boxed you into. So because it is the whole, it is hard for you to see. So I will paint the picture, my friend. Imagine a wheel. And with the hub of the wheel, all the spaces of the hub of the wheel are different categories of the things on the menu of life, whether it is sports and activity, fitness, this, that, and the other. There's a million forms of language, but ultimately we're kind of trying to talk about the same stuff, right? Okay. Now, what I'm showing you is the depth of most of everything that you're seeing is honestly the depth of the rim. And all of a sudden you have a spoke, and the spoke is now the whole book or all available information of that subject, all right? And ultimately, it goes to the center. The center is you. You are the common denominator of all this stuff. And the problem is being attached to the other side of the wheel is why you're riding up and down life cycles of drama. I teach the person how to move in such a way, so correct for the way that the natural mechanics of the body work, that the efficiencies and simplicities echo in every part of your life. It changes your biorhythm. It gives you a way to understand things and slow down space and time. It is way beyond what your eyes perceive until you try it. It is an experiential learning process. And instead of creating a space where people can be exploited, I've created it so you do it on your own. So you can do it in the privacy, without ridicule, without judgment. I made it in a language that is available to anyone and everyone. That is what you're looking at on a website. You don't think I'm doing something a little more specific and taking it to a whole nother level for Diego? You really don't. You wouldn't assume that? And you wouldn't assume by taking a look at some of the footage of me working with the people that I'm available to work with that maybe I got some real skills and abilities here. This is no joke. And when Diego's then validating it, again, why is nobody putting 1 and 2 together? How do you know to trust CrossFit? How do you know to trust wrestling? How do you know to trust and what science are you been broke down there? Why are you making me sell myself when obviously people have listened, heard, and followed? Asked me to. I've never sold anybody. They've asked me to teach them. Listen, I've been flown around the world at least 9 times. I didn't pay for the tickets, man. So I have an ability that maybe if you take a second and notice how small I actually am, how much I'm able to do, and start to reflect on why you can't do most of the shit I can do, maybe then we'll start to be aware that there might be a difference. Maybe I'm doing the right shit. Maybe when I'm 38 and I look 25 and I have tons of injuries and all that, but there's no excuses, man. This is what I'm saying.